cowering. He's like, you don't know what to do. And up to you to now figure out where you would like to move towards and direct the purple lady to a room to solve trouble.
And the ranger too?
The ranger, yeah. They're a four adventuring party group. And
where are you heading? So we can send them another place.
Place you don't want to research.
Yeah.
Either 3, 1, 2, 4
we
is
don't
a
know what it
place.
is, right? The area. Right?
You don't know in character, but to make sure it's your agency that's determining what's getting done in this adventure, you can tell what number to send them to.
So we can send them to? Are you okay with that?
Send them to 2.
What room do you not want to go to?
Or what room you don't want to go to?
What do you want to go to and where you don't want to go to, and you can send them to another place.
Barnabas isn't going to where the chef's at. He thinks that it's best for the purple lady to head over there and see what's got them so troubled and collect information. So while I move onward to the hallway to another room.
From this place, you would have another servants' area, and there would be an entrance to another, like the lower floor, another holding area in between rooms yet again as you cross over. Now you would see that there is a foyer where the steps went from upstairs. To go up, there's a nice chandelier and a lights, kind of yellow and red light glowing from in there. You'll also hear water from another room, as there seems to be both a male and female changing room to what seems to be like a indoor pool. You can kind of hear coming from 2. So 2 is an indoor pool. 1 is like the central opening area for it, for the upstairs access and downstairs. And then there just seems to be a dark hallway leading to 3 and to 4.
You'll go down to the dark hallway and try to go to 3, walking down there.
We will now cut to Reginald and Mr. Purple as they eventually walk into what is now a large dancing hall. And in the dancing hall, you see several treasure chests just littering across the floor.
Free loot!
I
There's somewhere around 2 dozen.
I look around. Oh, this reminds me of the good old days when I was in school and I had the nicest mustache. Now it's gray now, but it's
Cool.
I used to get all the girls, believe it or not. But now I just usually mount the ugly ones on my wall.
The ugly girls on the wall?
Didn't say anything like that.
My rival has a girl, Princess Flower. His brother has a girl as well, Princess Fruit.
Interesting. Well, I think I'm gonna treat myself to one of these chests. It reminds me, really. I try to pry open one of them.
Yes. Roll a 20 to decide what may.
3.
17.
Okay, so you open up 3. And out springs out like a fake ghost. You hear this, you hear a snicker.
I shriek like a girl. Oh my goodness.
Do we just hear it so loud from even down there?
Yeah, you guys probably.
Yeah,
Especially because you're directly below it. So that happens. You crack yours open, and you see what it appears to be a comical shaped bar of gold.
Oh no, I was perception. Sorry, that was
perception.
Yes, I'm.
Yes, with that you see that all of these seem to have a similar layer of dust upon all of them. There's no scrapes across the floor as if they were moving.
Basically traps, secret doors, mimics.
You don't see anything like that.
Hmm?
Nothing.
No?
Even with the goggles?
Even with the goggles, you seem to not appear to notice
I
anything.
get mad and I kick that chest that scared me, and I say, "Man, I dealt with these dang creatures before," and his bag is literally a dead mimic. He uses it as a little satchel-like thing with a rope on it.
There's more snickering.
And then I look around, I hear the snickering, those freaking little things, and then I tell my dog, find them. Sniff out which one of these little guys are alive or something like that.
Okay, give me another roll of a 20-sided dice just in case.
6.
It goes and knocks one over, and there's nothing. And just nothing, and there's more laughing. Any other actions you would want to take?
Well, just gold, real.
He didn't.
It's not coins though.
It would actually be more of a pyrite brick, but would he know?
No.
You hear as that happens. We'll fade back to as you guys are currently go down the hallway and you walk in, and there happens to be like the classical hunting room where there's different animal heads on the. There's like a chimera, and there's like a bear.
That's the room you wanted.
Yeah, a grizzly bear, whatever's the polar bear grizzly hybrid. There's a fire lit. There's the smell of tobacco smoke that was in there. There's some nice scotch and whatnot in the room.
So my guy is like, so this is the smell of ammonia, I guess. Smell of death.
There's like a bear rug.
So there's nothing else, just trophies.
Maybe
If you want to do a perception check to determine if you see
Hopefully
anything
I roll
different.
well this time. I'm training the roll.
maybe this owner of this place is as peerless as
Yeah,
I.
forget about it.
Challenge.
Today's not the day.
A real challenge.
You want to give a perception check to see anything special about the room?
Yep. 12 plus.
Perception, which I think is an intelligence.
Okay, it's intelligence so
13.
plus 1. 13.
You do see that there is a side of a wall near the fireplace in which the bricks are odd. You notice that there is a series of steps that could lead you back up to the second floor, relating to room 13 being a corridor that
Are
helps
you
you get
eating
up.
Fritos?
The cloaker on the back is actually going to, go ahead and fly off and investigate the bricks.
No, the
I'll
smell.
investigate closer. And just begin pushing and tapping bricks.
All right. So as this is all
It's like I have high
happening, you're going to feel. Let's see. I guess you just feel movement as something of it begins to try to gnaw at your feet, and
Which
it's
one?
just no. Your feet,
My feet.
Carlos. As you see a mimic is currently trying to gnaw you. Where is it? Here it is. As it is a mimic
That's
of a bearskin rug.
That's awesome, though.
So it has failed its jump attack to achieve anything because of your high armor class.
So, does that mean I go ahead and roll?
Yes, you'll have turn, and we'll cut back.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You've died once and you'll perish again. 1 plus 6, 7. That's not good.
Unfortunately, I don't think that is good enough to strike down our mimic friend. You can take your full action, though.
take the full
Yeah.
action and go ahead and roll.
You only said like a surprise. Yeah, so you can take a second attack. You're also a fighter. You do have an extra attack, so you can attack 3 times in a turn.
All right, he's going to attack again. 9 plus 6, so 15.
Perfectly good. You hit.
Alrighty. 6 and 15.
15 points of damage. You cut into this thing as it screeches. A sound that you hear from the basement. You're like, I knew there was one here, says Reginald.
Yes. I recognize that noise from anywhere.
So I'm able to attack one more
Yes,
time.
one more time you can attempt to attack.
Alrighty, that is a 6 plus 6, 12.
That is just enough to hit its natural arm class.
Alright. And 7 and
7, 14.
yep, 14. So this thing still kicking.
Yes, it definitely is.
The second strike would be like him literally after piercing, like lifting a sword out of him real rough. And causing like an energy wave to slice across it.
All right. So go ahead, Sunbones. What are you doing?
Attacking the thing. Yeah.
Attempts to give you the puppy dog eyes with its dead glassy.
I'm attacking the thing. I'm gonna try and roll one each
Taxidermy.
apart because I think giving me luck. 13.
13 hits.
Alright. And doing strikes. Got 4. So are we counting? Yeah, it's 1 strike. One hit, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
1 hit, 2 strikes.
So you can just do, what, double the dice
Double,
roll
yeah.
if you hit, I guess, for how much you did.
That was 4. This is 12, 18.
4 plus 12 is 16. But,
16. Alright, second hit roll. Or is it dead?
It's not dead yet. It is currently bloodied. Denting chunks of what should be metal, but it's actually just this ooze-like creature.
Does 9 hit?
9 does not hit.
Yeah, I will use a key point for something, but it's not like big deal. Okay, miss.
So as this is going on, we'll cut back to the dancing hall. What does Reginald and Mr. Purple do as they're in this room of 18 unopened chests? 17 unopened chests.
I look at
Oh, I thought I popped one open too.
17, because his Cerberus knocked
Did
one
too.
open. He opened one. You opened, so there is 17 more chests.
Any order to these?
They are scattered at kind of an equal distance, but not even like facing the same direction. They're like diagonal.
I look at you and say, I'm going to give this one a shot. You know, I shouldn't be afraid of these things. After all, I'm great Reginald III. And I am the Reginald III that killed a red dragon. I have some of its skin, and you see a little tag saying discounters plus on it. Dragon skin. It's fake.
Sounds
Clearly.
BS.
And he like kicks one of the chests open. Opens it.
Okay, our character really a
What-
red dragon.
Would I be
Um,
able to hear like his
Spiel.
conversation? Like
I
think my
if he's
son-
being bold enough to try to like encourage himself, probably.
the cloaker's going to overlisten
Some
this a lot of
things,
Barlows
yes.
and kind of roll
He
for
has
like
killed.
knowing
He
whether
is
or
a
not
hunter.
it's
But no,
complete
some
garbage.
things, no.
3
A red dragon.
and 13.
Wasn't giving you advantage.
No, the other my cloaker.
Your
has one.
cloaker would be the one to be like, yeah, that's probably full of crap.
Is it the red dragon the most
Garbage.
dangerous dragon, or
It is the most dangerous out of the classic colors.
what
There
is the
are.
most- Is it the platinum or no?
You're talking about like the astral dragon,
or
were like
silver. No, silver.
Silver ain't that big of a deal. Silver likes to be like humans. all
Gold
the
and
time.
red are your two big
Of the
ones
normal
on each
group.
side.
But then there's like astral
Silver and black are the next two
I
down.
think there's an astral dragon that has like a CR 56.
I'm just saying because I think the golden one usually he can be friendly to you. Or
Well,
come to you.
gold one is
In this-
good. It is.
In this campaign, though, dragons are half the time good or evil. Their color doesn't necessarily depict anything
Yeah,
in this setting.
the quote unquote dragon skin. It says made with 100% alligator. Not even.
Okay. So that happens. Your cloaker figures out and kind of rats them out for you. So you knocked over one.
Thinking it's nibbling cheese. My bad.
And as it knocks out, you happen to see it's almost like lands like a golden incense saucer unopened.
I walk up. This would be perfect on my mantle. Like I grab it and open it up.
Inside of the saucer is nothing but like hard candies.
Not my case, but grab them, pop it in my mouth, close it up.
They are like sugar-free, artificial sugar, like coconut flavored.
I spit
Roll for
it-
allergies.
I know. I spit it out on the ground like.
You hear another snicker.
Gosh dang it! I dumped the candies out and stashed the thing in my bag. I'm going to use it as an ashtray. I hope you know.
I'll go ahead and pop open a chest.
Check.
You roll or
Yeah,
anything?
roll.
17.
As you go to open up the chest, it inches, just 2 inches away from your hands.
Yeah. I hear the noise and I look over to you.
I pull out a warhammer that's flat. Looks like a tennis racket.
Just beat it with the hard part of the racket.
In my college days, I used to play tennis too.
23 points. Hit 8. I rolled 23.
Yeah, you roll 23. It hits this. You hear it smash through.
Roll damage or.
No, you don't have to roll damage. It smashes through, and it's just this wooden chest, and then you hear a crunch as it hits something, some sort of glassware, and it just starts bellowing out smoke, filling the room as you broke, or you have cracked open one of those, flasks of like infinite smoke, fire, or whatever, the constantly billowing out smoke as you've not broken because it's a magic item, but just enough to have dislodged as it starts filling up this like 10 by 10 square of where you're at. Well, how does this make Mr. Purple feel?
Adds ambience. Needed smoke. Makes it more haunted.
More haunted.
All right. I'll go back. What does your character want to do as
I see
you have
that.
seen some of this stuff go on? Something's not right.
They laugh at you, but are sad about me because I'm like, oh, smoke. Good look.
I look over there, seeing all the smoke. Is it just continuing the?
No, it's staying in about 10-foot
Okay.
kind of sphere.
Am I
half
in it,
sphere.
or-
Were you 10 feet next to Mr. Purple? It is. These are spread out across.
Oh, then I will have been close to him. So
Okay, so you're probably within the circle to have been able to step out or step in.
yeah, I step out, and then
As you step out, I need you to do a dex check as a chest has now slid right up behind your leg.
8.
You
And then
fall on your butt.
+3.
am I like now past the chest?
Yeah.
Freaking kick it, like when I fall. Like, gosh dang!
You better hope
And I'm on my back.
Oh, I haven't been fed like this in forever. Chest
Nice.
near you cracks open, and you see a large, like, white ferret creature come out.
And I,
It's long. It's not like wide. It's like this long ferret creature that's like weaving in and out through the chest.
I freeze for a second. That would be perfect for a scarf. I need that.
Yikes. Eyebrows.
Is it
This-
about time to cut to the other group now?
Yes.
Mistakes were made.
Yes.
Okay.
We're the wrong party for this room.
It's like we take
My
each other's room.
Yes.
Yeah.
My character just finds all this stuff. Interesting, awesome,
Yes.
wonderful. He's like, no praise. You, it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, this is what. New wardrobe.
Yeah.
Opportunity.
Okay, so we're going to cut back as the mimic is going to attempt to.
Man, I'm a fan of this one. Prefer the cheddar.
Definitely true.
The mimic is going to go ahead and do a pseudopod
Definitely.
attack to
Has that.
the monk.
Does what now?
It's going to use a pseudopod to get to the monk, but a 13 doesn't.
I'm probably
No, 11 doesn't.
No.
It's going to head and try to slap this weird barbed purple tongue to hit Barlos.
14 plus.
A 21.
That does hit.
Oh.
So you go ahead and you're going to take
Hey, Halloween themed.
4 points of damage as the tongue is wrapped around you.
Shits.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I said?
Mhm.
It's gonna get the shits.
It's going to go ahead and wrap around you. Its whole body's going to form around you.
It's gonna
Attempting
grab
to
me.
grapple you. You have to attempt to do a DC 13 strength check.
A strength check. 4 plus 6.
It is succeed as you are currently grappled with this, so you're going to have disadvantage against attacking. We're trying to escape from it for now. And it's your turn. So you can attempt to attack with disadvantage as this bearskin rug is just trying to engulf you.
Would I be able to have the
You can have the cloaker
come
go
over?
ahead and attack it without it getting disadvantage, but it has its stats and its attack.
Was the monk?
Seems you're in a mind. Allow me. And
Sometimes-
just goes in
Yeah,
for.
I thought
like,
like
attack.
five things differently.
Mhm.
So let's see. D20. 1.
The one will fail, but you can give it a second act, another
Heal your
action.
wounds
All right,
after
the
this
cloaker's
or
good.
something.
Then you can use your extra attack if
He's
needed.
pretty-
6
range,
plus 2.
Yes, neither of those work as it
Ooh, that
tries to
injury
get to
cannot
it.
be
You could
healed.
use your bonus attack, but it would be at disadvantage, so you'll roll 2 and take the lowest of your
Just
d20s.
do it.
Alrighty, I'll roll 2 and take the lowest.
I just need a break after a few.
5.
Okay. You try to
Plus
get out the
6.
sword.
Yeah, 11.
You get to remove it from the form, but you kind of can't, from the armor and the muscle, you can't really do that. And now it is Sunbone.
So what happens when it's still?
He is wrapped around him, yes.
So is it the monster on disadvantage?
Huh?
Is it the monster on disadvantage because of that?
The monster is wrapped around him. So it's not that he has disadvantages currently, like, enshrouding.
Yeah, might hit him.
It is quite a large mimic. You can...
I don't know. I don't
Right
know.
to me, the one
Poke
distracting
the
him, my cloaker says.
Oh, it's a mimic, a construct, right?
Mimic is actually a monstrosity. Shapeshifter.
So does it have life, veins, and all that?
Yes, there would be fluids and whatnot in which help it change and whatnot. It's close to an ooze. They used to be oozes, but they say monstrosity now.
Okay, I gotta attack. I gotta leave the signs.
They're actually closer to
What did you roll?
octopus.
2.
Yeah, 2 would not go. You go
15.
15 hits.
It's good.
8, and then
Are you sure you don't want one?
Oh, I know for a fact.
7.
Still sweating a little.
Barlos, you feel as this bearskin rug just stops bear hugging you and just slides off you onto the floor.
So I
The
went
heck
like,
with that, he's going to flex it and have it fly off of him.
So I went with like my
Flex
punch
it,
full
it just-
energy and be like, nope.
It is destroyed. You have succeeded and you're good now.
And
Aw.
Barlos's cloaker is going to go back on the back.
And I say,
Needle? Thread.
and I go like, I hope like in the next you go to your death. It's peaceful now. Are you alright? Do you need anything assistance? With his crazy eyes, because it's the only thing you can see. Are you sure, my friend?
Right, so back to the ballroom, as I'm assuming you guys are like going up the steps and like, are you guys going to go out through the secret door? Secret door's a secret door.
I go into the secret door.
Yeah.
You eventually back up to the first floor, possibly even go see into this room as there's this room full of treasure chests and this. You see, okay, let me describe. You're going through it. It's a ballroom. There's a bunch of treasure chests. About 1/4 of them are currently open. There's just a 10-foot sphere of smoke going on. You see Reginald on the floor as there is this like 3-foot long white ferret thing talking to him. And he's like,
Perfect for a scarf.
Gulp, but as it goes all 3 feet down the. Oh, wait.
He'd say, "You seem to definitely feed my need for frustration. I will allow this." And it kind of laces itself instead of through the treasure chest, through whatever your hunting outfit.
Oh,
It's
my.
like Phantom goes through it, and you'd think it would touch you, but it don't. Threads through, like the neck.
I'm on the ground.
It's alive.
I'm on the ground, and I'm like,
Staring
Like,
at you.
It's awesome, but I'm in panic. It's awesome, but I'm in panic. What do I do?
I
We were downstairs
I
dealing with
feel around. Oh,
Right.
thank goodness, my cigarettes are still good. When it was done weaving
What?
through, like, hands off the cigarettes.
It just like fades.
We were downstairs
It's
dealing with a
fully
living
inside
bear.
my like.
Whatever your guys' hunting outfit.
We were downstairs in the hunting room dealing with a living bear carpet, and you've been up here
I'm smelling.
dealing with treasure chests.
Hold up.
Ah, you're the
Is
one that
that-
went to the kitchen.
Yes.
Is that
And I go to a chest.
Tahitian tobacco? I smell tobacco on you. That is some of the finest tobacco. Where did you?
You,
had
smell
to-
it across the corridor, down a flight of steps.
It's probably like on them, like the smell of the tobacco in that room.
And I go to him, I'm like, that will kill you if you keep smoking.
Thanks for informing me.
Are you looking
Barlow's
for death?
just jams like the end of this
Sir.
great sword into like the lock point of a chest
I
opening.
cause death. I don't do that.
Allow me, and then the
pull out a
cloaker
cigarette.
sticks
So
like
this
the
is a
point of the tail
competition, I
into it
guess.
and is like undoing the
They
lock.
call me the Reaper sometimes.
Should I
Open
roll
it.
for what?
The same
result?
Inside is just like a sack.
Inside is a bag.
I killed this. It's the skin. the fake dragon
He cuts
skin.
the bag open, uses the end of the tail.
What are you talking
Potatoes.
about? Yeah, of course, it's red. And you just see obvious red paint marks on it.
You just make my character disappointed in you. He's mad. He knows you're a BS.
The S is strong in this one. Oh wait.
Yes. Very yes.
The BS.
The ferret head pops back up out of your hood, nuzzles up against your neck, and says, "I can feed off his disappointment too. He's frustrated." It fades away like if hair in the wind.
Ugh. I'm now looking at my jacket.
Nah, is that dry clean only now?
Arlos takes the potatoes and starts heading back down where they just came from and thought of the chef.
Do you follow, or do you go somewhere else to research? Actually, as you're deciding that, tell me where you want to go. Do you want to go back through the hunting lodge or the hunting room? Then I gotta give you an update of what your researching has.
We got this room, right? We didn't go.
You can go through 13 into there. That was the servants' quarters that you
that's
went
Okay,
to.
so
You went up and
13
around.
goes to 3? Because I
13
was
goes
about
to
to head
3.
to 13.
Yeah, 13 goes to 3 because it was a kind of a corridor down. I don't know what the
We didn't go
size-
6. Nicholas.
Huh?
We didn't go 6.
We did.
I should go 6. Me and Nicholas.
6.
Well, I would suggest poking your head in and see
Yeah.
how they're doing in 11
That is true.
and letting you know that we're heading down.
Okay, that is exactly what is going to happen. As you're doing this, you notice that they're empty from the room of 11. So this is, you said 6. So where are we at? You decide to go back downstairs to try to access 6.
And while we're walking, I'm saying, don't fear the Reaper.
Okay.
Don't fear the Reaper.
That's going to happen. You go through here. You happen to notice that it's a book study. They have accessed a secret compartment into 12, which it seems to be the master's sleeping quarters, if you will. And as they're tinkering with that, they, as you caught up to him, he says, the girl in red would be like, yeah, we were about to just do this, and is right up under the bed and lockpick something. And you see the bed spring back up, and there are steps leading down. So that's that. You guys going to 6 will go along the corridor, and where you think there's access to 6, there is a storage room. There is mainly sleeping corridors for guests along there, and 6 is actually an outside green room if you want to go outside.
Okay. Go outside. Do we have our sidekicks with us?
Sidekicks.
Minions?
If you want to meet back up with the purple lady, she has failed to console any of the group. It would be out there too. The garden play. Sorry. You'll notice how is a greenhouse, and the greenhouse is effectively empty. There is very much nothing else to do in the greenhouse. This is something I had to truncate for the
Everything's
Make it small.
empty.
It is empty. There would have been hornets or something, but I don't want to bother you with having to fight hornets and whatnot.
Okay.
You can slay a couple hornets. You can go find somewhere else if you wish.
We're going to find somewhere else. Don't mess around with the hornets. Please. Don't do that.
Yes, sir.
You would go back through the normal foyer that you just left. There's a large crystalline chandelier. As you're looking up, as you seem to, you see that there, in your morbid sense of curiosity, you see that there is a large, atomically accurate crystalline heart wedged in between this chandelier.
So, can I try, try to get it to see what it is?
It is.
It is like an item or
Again,
artifact.
2 floors up. If you want to take a look, as in like a perception roll plus, would it be Arcana, or would it be? I'm trying to think what an
Insight.
artifact would be. Insight, yeah.
17 plus 3, that's 20.
Yeah. You seem to have that this is some sort of artifact, a installation, some sort of source of power that you're looking at. You can detect that it seems to be a fuel source for some sort of entity. This heart. You can hear even a beating.
Can we try and get it?
You can
I
sense.
send up Fiend.
Okay, I got an idea. Nicholas, you got strength, right? Just roll me.
Not necessary. And then you see the cape like go up and begin to fly up to there.
What? You gave me like a fly option?
Yeah, no, he don't fly. He has a young cloaker that he's even been talking about. The one
Cloaker
that
named Fiend.
it flies up. It can try to do a strength roll to dislodge it. Attempt to strength roll with the cloaker's.
Plus 2. 4 plus 2. 6.
It can't. It would tell you that it seems warm to the touch. And it's quite awkward like that. No, he failed to.
And now I consider the option of throwing you. Well, there's no other option.
And as you attempt to throw him up, we're going to cut as you guys are going down this corridor.
Well, I was going to say
Unless you
beforehand,
I'll be back.
you want to take a quick break, regroup energy, and make a plan? Pulls out a banana, peels and starts eating a banana.
I will need a break. Is there a window nearby here?
No.
After a while, he tosses the banana off to the side, right in the middle of the pathway. Just in case somebody slips on it.
I start just smoking, and then I'm done with my cigarette, take a little swig of whiskey, and then I start walking down the steps.
I get up, start going, and slip on the. Slip on the banana. Did it again.
Oh no. Use the oil. Your mustache is crooked. Like,
The oil!
oh, it's
Fix
crooked
it.
mustache. Fix it.
Heading down the stairs.
You hear your little weasel guy be like, "That was delicious. You finally fed me."
I talk to it. I don't think my dog's gonna like you. I mean, he hasn't liked me ever since I already set up his.
Oh, you already fixed him? Then he's full of disappointment.
Nah.
Oh.
I already set up his. What's the stuffing process called of stuffing an animal?
Taxidermy.
Yeah,
Taxidermy?
I already set up his thing long before he dies. Whenever it's kind of like
I was just like, "What?"
it's part of my family tradition. Whenever a family pet dies, we already have it lined up so they could be taxidermied and stuff
For once, Trace is playing the weird character.
He
I
goes-
liked it.
I'm glad I'm going to outlive you.
Oh,
It just-
dang. Dang.
Well, at least you look at it this way. You'll have his next of kin to absorb all that disappointment from.
It's not responding. It's gone. So you guys go down the steps, and you notice that it goes down one flight, then another, and it seems to actually let out into a large kind of stone kind of cellar, or like a form of a basement that was either carved from a natural cave or whatnot. Mainly until he comes back. Unless you want to roll to see what Sunbone's being thrown up, you can get him high enough. And as a monk, he probably will land perfectly fine, but I want him to role play.
11 plus 6.
I'll say sure.
17.
He's a monk. He gets thrown up. So you're currently down below the mansion.
I look around, man, this reminds me where I got this old pal from, and looking at the mimic, and I talk about how I got my mimic. I didn't know what to do with the tongue. I didn't want to taxidermy it. So I actually met up with a friend that I knew. I believe his name is Gourmage or something, and he cooked it right up. Man, the best tongue I've ever had.
You
cooked your
dog's tongue?
No, I'm talking about
the
the
mimic.
mimic.
The mimic!
I'm looking at the. I'm looking all around the bag, looking for the marijuana tag.
Surprisingly, this time you don't see a maid in Tijuana or whatever.
Ah, you remember to remove it.
Okay, so
More lies for him.
as I was
Maybe.
as I was describing, Arlos has thrown you up into the air. You grab onto the heart, and conk! You have removed this heart. And as it's removing and you're falling, I'm assuming you're doing monk stuff, right?
Yeah, backflip, front flip, whatever.
You feel that it's still warm, and you feel a heartbeat up against the glass.
Against the glass?
Yes, the glass is warm. It's red. There's like a light, and you can feel like a heartbeat.
So, can you open it or not?
As you feel, there isn't like a container of whatnot to open. It just seems to be this.
So, it's like an orb or something.
It is seems to be. It's like a stained glass window, but it's in the shape of a heart. Seems rather fragile.
So, is there any place I can place it there?
Now that you have dislodged it, now you just happen to have this about this big sized, atomically accurate heart.
Alright.
Anatomically. Anatomically.
So, can I put it on my bag or what?
You could.
Okay. I will put it in the bag and see where I can place it.
This is where I'm going to have to ask you to tell where the purple adventurers go, where you want them to go ahead and search, and where you want to go, unless you want their assistance for whatever room that you enter.
What's 7 again?
I did quick say that a lot of stuff was planned for outside, but I essentially cut it to give us a reasonable time. And they weren't that big of, it was like story beats and meeting the guests that were there, and I had to cut a lot of that.
Well, besides 2 on that floor.
You have 2. You could go upstairs to. I guess the only other place you have not been is 12. So there's 2 and 12.
Alright, so
Damn,
2
or
or
11.
11 on this floor, I guess.
I'm going to have. These were actually 2 places that I wanted to even like make
Congratulations.
spots. So I'm going to have to make 2 different thingies. So for the people into
Thingies?